Welcome to Holston Valley's Unitarian Universalist Virtual Church. My name is Bradley, and I'm glad we can get together, even though we cannot be together. We would like to take time to welcome our 4 new church members: Linda Good, Allison Owens, Bob Warner, and Noel Marshall. Originally from Washington County, Linda's spiritual journey has included Christianity, Buddhism, the divine feminine, and the natural world. Professionally, Linda is a retired licensed psychotherapist and spent most of her career in corporate information technology sales and marketing management. Linda has several nieces and nephews in the Upper East Tennessee area. Allison lives in Kingsport, but is originally from Christiansburg, Virginia. She is a licensed pharmacy tech and a 2021 graduate of Northeast State Community College. Allison has a 6-year-old son who has autism. He is very smart and sweet, but can be very shy at times. She has been searching for a church that has the same views as she does and discovered HVUUC's virtual service videos on YouTube, and it connected with her. She is looking forward to joining the church and becoming part of a bigger community. Bob rewired a 37-year career as an aviation association executive and pilot with a multi-year transition of personal empowerment work, spiritual liberation, and an expanded worldview. Since 2010, he and wife Noelle have been in sacred service to humanity and the planet through many environmental, social justice, and pro-democracy movements and organizations. After receiving her PhD in cognitive psychophysiology, Noelle danced through career samplings of college teaching, financial education, and real estate investment, sales, and development. In the early 2010s, she awoke to her calling as a planetary activist, and now serves humanity's awakening by living and encouraging the flame of truth and sovereignty in herself and others. We hope all 4 of you find joy in our church, and wish you the best on each of yours personal journey. Today, we have a guest speaker, a very good friend of mine, Jonna Rae Bartges. Jonna Rae has been a print and broadcast journalist, a public relations executive for TV stations in Miami and Hollywood, and a communication director for global corporations like Disney, SeaWorld, and Legoland California. But she is most well known for her Practical Spirituality Institute, teaching people how to be more in tune with their inner spiritual self. Today, Jonna Rae will talk to us about obtaining happiness and how to keep it in our grasp.
Thank you. I'm Jonna Rae Bartges, and I'm happy to be here. How many of you believe in telekinesis? Raise my hand. Okay, that might not have made you laugh, but I do have something to share that is guaranteed to make you smile. Happiness is a choice. Authentic optimism, not just glossing over everything, is a behavior that can be learned. I'm honored to share with you some of the science behind significantly turning up your joy level. You're also going to learn 5 new habits for creating a happier life. I love how Ben Franklin said, the Constitution only gives people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. That is so true. To that end, psychologist Marty Seligman, a professor at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, has created an entirely new branch of psychology called positive psychology. When he became president of the American Psychological Association back in 1996, one of his duties was to decide what topic the nation's psychologists would focus on that year. He reasoned that they had been studying what messed people up for decades. What would they learn by researching what actually made people happy? Optimism is a trait linked with good physical health, a stronger immune system, less depression and mental illness, longer life, and yes, greater happiness. Unlocking the secrets to retraining old behaviors to achieve greater happiness would benefit clients on every level: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So, happily, the psychologist went to work. The tens of thousands of pieces of data they collected that year surprised everyone. It turns out that what made people happier was not money, education level, IQ, sunny weather, youth. Statistically, older people were actually slightly happier more days of the month than younger people. Instead, a person's level of authentic happiness and contentment centered on three things. First, faith in something greater than them. This didn't necessarily mean being religious or even spiritual, but it did mean a steadfast belief in some overarching positive value like compassion or integrity or love. The second component mandatory for happiness was having friends, a tribe, a supportive community of even one or two others who had their back. And the third thing was a sense of purpose, the feeling that what they believed and the actions they took made a positive difference in the world. So, Dr. Seligman's research proved faith, friends, and purpose are essential for living a happy life. And that brings us to 5 habits to measurably make everyone a happier person. First, every night, before you fall asleep, think of the 3 most wonderful things that happened to you that day and what your role was in creating those moments. Remembering those positive things will automatically put you in an elevated state of gratitude. When we express gratitude, our brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the two crucial neurotransmitters responsible for our emotions. This makes us feel good. These chemicals enhance our mood immediately, making us feel happy from the inside. So you go to sleep happy. And does anyone want to hazard a guess on how that might positively influence the tone and the quality of dreams you'll probably have? You're turning up your frequency to a higher, happier place. And that's what you're going to receive in your night school dreams. So now you've enjoyed those sweet dreams, but inevitably they will be interrupted by the alarm clock. So do you say, "Good God, morning," or do you choose to switch it up and say, "Good morning, God"? Your tip number 2 is to make a conscious choice to be positive from the moment you wake up, and happiness will follow. Swear at the clock or swear that you'll have a great day. The meaning that you choose to give things is so important for determining your mood. "Keep your face to the sun and you will not see the shadow" is a powerful Australian Aboriginal proverb. You know the shadows are there, but you don't let them become the focus of your attention. Choose the most positive possible meaning for things. So nightly, remembering the 3 best parts of the day and making a conscious effort to be authentically positive are the first 2 happy habits. And the third, be thankful. Say thank you every chance you get and smile. And even if you don't mean it 100%, saying thank you has the power to shift you and everyone around you into a happier frame of mind. It's not a platitude, it's body chemistry. Like we were saying before, expressing gratitude releases these happy brain chemicals. And besides, thank you is probably one of the most effective prayers you can ever pray. And that brings us to the 4th happiness habit. Make your life meaningful. Be of service to others on whatever level feels authentic and heart-centered to you. Mother Teresa, who chose to devote her own life to the poor and the sick, said service was not just about doing great things, but about doing small things with great love. Smile at the cashier and thank them by name. Let someone merge in front of you on the highway. And when someone lets you merge, give them a thank you wave. Hold the door for someone. Volunteer. Teach your kids how good that feels. All of these actions are deeply meaningful to others and make you feel pretty darn good yourself. Well, Thomas Jefferson talked about actions that elevate us. When people saw others doing virtuous acts of charity and kindness, he noticed they too desired to be of service in some positive way. His theory was confirmed in a recent study conducted by the University of California, Los Angeles, in conjunction with the universities of Cambridge and Plymouth in the United Kingdom. Their combined research proved that kindness truly is contagious. Simply seeing or hearing about a person helping another makes us feel good and motivates us to follow suit and do a compassionate deed too. The study was the first to create empirical research documenting this tendency in human nature. When there are disasters, the news shows the first responders and other acts of compassion. That inspires us too. Elevation is a special aspect of making your life meaningful. Compassion is contagious. Be a carrier. Start the ball rolling. And the other part of making your life meaningful, look for the lesson in everything. One of my favorite quotes from author Richard Bach's book, Illusions, says, "There's no such thing as a problem without a gift for you in its hands. People seek problems because they need the gifts." If you're experiencing a financial crisis, how are you not following your passion? When you do what you love, the money follows. With health issues, what is your body trying to tell you that you're not picking up on a spiritual or mental level? We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Our body reflects issues we might be dealing with on a spiritual or mental level, but we're not addressing it yet. A sore throat or a cough can mean you're holding back something you want to say, or you're giving your power away to someone else. Shoulder pain can mean you're taking on someone else's stuff. Stop it. Follow the thread to get to the core of what's happening. It will make everything in your life more meaningful. And even when something shakes you to the core, make it a habit to stop, take a deep breath, and then work to find the deeper meaning. It's a huge key to your sense of balance and contentment and happiness. Now, this one is tough. Sometimes looking for the deeper meaning means we need to forgive someone who knowingly or even unknowingly hurt us frequently in our childhood. It takes a lot of internal work to realize and accept that our parents did the best they could with what they knew at the time. Everyone, parents, teachers, coaches, even friends, tend to repeat the patterns that they learned, even when those patterns are hurtful and destructive. Because of that free will thing we have, we can choose to hold on to the hurt they caused us and stay in that limiting space of seething anger, or we can forgive and move on. And finally, find the humor in the situation and laugh. Children laugh about 300 times a day, and adults about 15. You really have to let your inner child have the run of the place sometimes. Laughter heals your body. It strengthens your immune system. It releases stress. Laughter heals your mind. It actually increases your intellectual performance. It boosts your memory. It heals your spirit. It dissolves away fears, and genuine laughter brings people together. Decades ago, when I wasn't doing any of these things I'm sharing with you, I found myself in a bad marriage and far off my spiritual path of learning and teaching. I was told in a dream that I would have a choice to live or die and to not be frightened. And 2 days later, I had a brain aneurysm. Because of the dream, I wasn't scared. I knew ultimately I would decide if I'd leave or stay. And because I've always had a bizarre sense of humor, I said things to my brilliant neurosurgeon like, "I know it's all in my head." And "I have half a mind to go back to work." Spoiler alert, I survived. And my doctor said it was that terrible sense of humor which kept me out of fear that most probably saved my life. So, to recap, 5 happiness habits that can completely rewire your brain are: 1, nightly. Think of the 3 most wonderful things that happened to you that day. 2, consciously choose to start your day on a positive note. 3, be thankful. 4, find the deeper meaning in things. 5, look for the humor in the situation and hang around with happy, funny people like you meet at this church. So, in conclusion, make these new habits a part of every day and remember the importance of faith, friends, and purpose. You'll be happy you did. Thank you so much.
Please join us as Jonna Rae leads us in a guided meditation.
So now we're going to do a little happiness meditation. So go ahead, close your eyes and take a deep breath, and know that you are surrounded in the pure white light of the Creator for love, guidance, and protection. And only good shall come to you, and only good shall go from you. And we give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks. And take another deep breath, and know that there are two rods of energy hooked on to the very core of the planet and coming up through the crust of the earth, connecting into the soles of your feet. And take another deep breath. And this earth energy now, this healing and balancing and loving earth energy comes up your legs with each breath, past your knees. And these two rods of energy connect at the base of your spine in the first chakra, where they turn into a bright, clear red. And this red energy swirls around in your root chakra, dissolving away any barriers to being able to express both your spiritual and your sexual energy in a positive and purposeful and loving way. And continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And take another deep breath and bring that red energy now up into the area right below your belly button, where it turns into a bright, clear orange. And that beautiful orange energy swirls around in your sacral chakra, bringing you both physical and financial balance and wellness, empowering you to express your sensuality in a positive and loving and purposeful way, making you feel safe and also sparking your creativity. And that orange energy continues to swirl around in that second chakra as you take another deep breath, and you bring that orange energy now up into your solar plexus, where it becomes a beautiful golden yellow. And that golden yellow energy swirls around in your solar plexus like a spiral sun, radiating out, illuminating every single cell of your body, energizing your body and giving you sustainable, powerful, and positive energy. And as you continue to breathe slowly and deeply with that golden yellow energy swirling around in your solar plexus, you are reminded that you are a being of divine love and light. And you continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And you take another deep breath now, and you bring that golden yellow energy up into your heart center, where it becomes a deep emerald green. And that beautiful green energy flows around, opening up your heart center, allowing you to both give and receive love in a powerful and purposeful and compassionate way, giving you the ability to harness the energy of your emotions and direct that energy in a powerful and purposeful and loving way. And you can feel your heart opening wider and wider as you continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And you take another deep breath now, and you bring that emerald green energy up into your throat, where it becomes a deep cobalt blue. And it's very common to need to cough or to clear your throat right now, because that blue energy is swirling around in the center of communication, dissolving away any time when you swallowed your words or you didn't use your will, when you let other people make decisions that you weren't terribly comfortable about, and you didn't use your voice. So that blue energy is swirling around in your throat, becoming a lighter and lighter blue as it does its work and brings balance back to this fifth chakra, empowering you to use your words and your will in a purposeful and powerful and compassionate way. And you can feel that blue energy swirling around in your throat as you take another deep breath, and bring that blue energy now up into the middle of your forehead, where it becomes a beautiful amethyst purple. And that purple energy swirls around, opening up your third eye, giving you clear vision or clairvoyance, giving you clear hearing or clairaudience, and actually empowering all of your senses to a higher degree of receptivity. And you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, feeling that energy pulsing in the middle of your forehead, and also giving you the power to telepathically send and receive information in an accurate and compassionate and loving way. And you continue to breathe slowly and deeply as that beautiful purple energy swirls around in the middle of your forehead. And you take another deep breath now, and you bring that purple energy up to the very top of your head, where it turns around like a record on the turntable and becomes a beautiful rose quartz pink. And that pink energy swirls around on the top of your head, gently opening up your crown chakra, opening up that chakra that links you directly into God consciousness. And you might feel warmth on the top of your head. You might feel goosebumps coming up your back or your arms. All that's perfectly normal, because we are very gently and purposefully rewiring your brain now, taking you up into a higher level of receptivity, letting you touch into the theta place where you can access all information. And just continue breathing slowly and deeply. And you can look back on yourself sitting there safely, grounded, connected to the earth, and all your chakras are illuminated and cleansed and balanced: the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the purple, the pink. And as you take another deep breath, there's a fountain of white light that shoots out the top of your head and connects you to everyone else in this sacred circle. And continue to breathe slowly and deeply, seeing now from this place of total connectedness, of total God consciousness, that we're all sitting in this circle with this white light shooting out the top of our heads and making us a big circle that connects all of us. And you continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And in the middle of our circle now, we see our planet, our beautiful Earth. And we express the deepest gratitude to the universe that we can be of service in this sacred way, because we take this white light of healing and compassion and freedom that we are all radiating, and we see it enveloping our earth in a beautiful spiral going from one pole to the other, enveloping the earth, hugging the earth in this spiral of healing and balancing and loving light. And we continue to breathe slowly and deeply, and we see this healing now, this gratitude, this love, and this joy going directly to every person of the earth, seen and unseen, known and unknown, above the earth, on the earth, inside the earth. All the people of the planet are receiving this loving and healing golden white light. And we continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And then we focus on sending this healing light to the entire plant kingdom on the earth, from the most ancient, the sequoia, to a single-celled plankton. All the plants of the earth are receiving our gratitude and our love and our respect, and this healing energy that we are all co-creating and directing for the highest good in the most positive and powerful and loving way. And you continue to breathe slowly and deeply. as we now direct this healing energy, this healing consciousness to the animal kingdom of the planet. All the animals of the planet, seen and unseen, known and unknown, from the most gigantic whale diving in the ocean to a single-celled amoeba, all the members of the animal kingdom are receiving this healing, this light, this love, this gratitude, this respect, and this joy that we are sending them in heartfelt service to our magnificent planet. And continue to breathe slowly and deeply as we now focus on the consciousness of all the waters of the planet. We send this healing, cleansing, loving energy and our deepest gratitude and respect to all the waters of the planet, from a single drop of dew to the deepest ocean. We send this healing light to scramble any harmful energies, energies of pollution, scrambling all these energies into energies of light and love and balance, of healing and health and gratitude. And continue to breathe slowly and deeply, feeling the power of the sacred circle that we are all co-creating right now to be sending these healing blessings to our planet. And now we focus this healing on the atmosphere of our planet, sending our atmosphere our deepest respect and gratitude, sending these healing and balancing and loving energies to our atmosphere, scrambling any harmful energies, transforming them into energies of clarity and healing and balance and love and light. And continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And we send this healing energy now to the earth itself, to every grain of sand, to every crystal and mineral, to every divot of sod, every mountain, every rock, to the earth itself. We send our deepest gratitude and respect. We send this healing, this balance, and this love from a heart-centered place of desiring to make a difference, desiring to use our combined abilities for purpose and power and love. And we continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And we know that this healing energy that we are all co-creating is limitless. And it goes back in time. It goes forward into the future, bringing a total energy of balance and gratitude, respect, and love, and the deepest, most sincere happiness to everything and to everyone. And we again express the deepest gratitude to the universe that we may all be of sacred service in this divine way. And we continue to breathe slowly and deeply, again, seeing our earth permanently hugged in this spiral of healing light. And we know it is so. And go ahead and take a deep breath. And be aware of the fact that you're back in the room. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And thank you.